There you guys are. Hey, welcome. Man, I have not done a K6 UDA live in a long, long time. And I figure, you know what? It's snowing out. It's kind of interesting. I got a new little toy here that is frustrating the hell out of me. So I figured, hey, why not go live and share my heartburn with all of you as we let the tubes gather together. Yeah, today we are testing out, or we're going to play with this little guy here. Hang on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, first of all, we'll get rid of all that. And then we're going to come back here and we're going to switch off. That is what we're playing with here today, guys. This is an eBay find. This is the AX-17 Pro. It's a antenna tuner. And when I say antenna tuner, I mean an actual antenna tuner. I bought myself an ATAS 120 to go on the Jeep to replace the ham sticks and all the crap. So we're gonna play with this a little bit today, and we'll come back up. Maybe not. Come back over here for just a few minutes. And let's see who's in the house. Oh, look at this. My brother Eric, KJ4YZI in the house. Eric, how you doing, brother? Let's see. Andrew is in the house. KD2UDR. Welcome, my friend. High Desert Shadow Museum. LD5 KZI. Very cool. Where is LD? It's either ID or LD. Don't know where that is. Barry is in the house. Good to see you, Barry. Yeah, so you guys come play with me with the AX-17 Pro. And man, I'll tell you what, I have been having fits with it. This just came in. Actually, I just see my recent trip to California. I went by Ham Radio Outlet. Great place. I love that place, man. Such a fun little place to go. Anyway, while I was there, I picked up a brand new ATAS 120. This is a Yaesu screwdriver antenna. And let's, we'll go back here. The Yaesu screwdriver antenna. This really, what is really interesting about this is there's no external power to raise it up or down. Other screwdriver antennas that I've had have always had a some kind of an electrical port where you put 12 volts to it to raise it, 12 volts down, or another voltage to lower it, or you reverse the voltage. This does it all through the coax. Kind of an amazing thing. Anyway, yeah. Let's see. I prefer my little Tar Heel HP over the ATAS. Just his preference. That's from Ham Radio Concepts. I've got a big Tar Heel out in the garage. And the thing is it's massive. The roof tower arrived. Whoa. Tar Heel Designs dipole is 2 weeks out. Then another month for the weather. Yeah. Yes, and it is Bob Unplugged. So anyway, crap. The controls don't want to work for the cameras. Doesn't that suck? Let's see. I go here, go to cameras, camera 1, camera 2. Oh yeah. Hey, look at this. Let me move that back. I have Geochron up here. So I'm playing with a Geochron today. All kinds of new toys here in Studio A and Studio B. But today, let's see. Well, first of all, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this antenna. This was an eBay find. Let's run over to here, and I'm going to pull up a website here. I'm going to pull my website up. And hang on, how come nothing seems to be working? This is why. Okay, so I have that. I have that running. There we go. This is what happens when you're live, man. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I need to run to here. I'm going to jump into... Okay. Let's pull you over here. And how come I can't get you up on the screen? I need to run here. Okay. And back to live mode. Cancel, whatever. I don't know what you guys are seeing live right now, but current application. There we go. And I don't know if that's working. Come on. Nope. Doesn't want to work. We're gonna figure it out here. Give me a minute. I'm gonna bring that one over to desktop 1. Okay. Now I want to go back to live mode, publish. Back to live mode. Here we go. And yep, that's where we are. All right. Hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing here. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. I want to show you guys how the sausage is made. I bought this. I'm going to run to here. I went to Google Translate, and that's where I control all my stuff. And I'm going to go to eBay, and I want to show you. This is what I bought right here, and bought it from China. Knew really nothing about it. I know that MFJ was making an antenna controller. MFJ is done. They're selling out the last of some of their stuff. What I wanted, the part that I wanted, they're done with. So, I bought this. Excuse me. Now that it came, it took about 2 or 3 weeks for this thing to show up. And now it's here. Now I'm trying to figure out what is going on with it. Some really cool features about it. Well, here. We'll go back to we'll go back to that one there. Show you all the pieces and parts first. It comes with, let me just tell you. If you have an ATAS antenna, an ATAS 120, and you, damn, am I tall? I feel like I'm looking down at you right now. If you have an ATAS 120 antenna and you have a Yaesu radio, like the DX10, like a 991A, like an 857, 891, you can set your antenna to be an ATAS, and it'll throw the voltage and it'll control the antenna up and down depending upon what band you move to. It is the slickest shit I have seen in ham radio in a long time. I didn't even have any idea that stuff like that existed. Very, very cool. The problem is I want to travel with, let's run over here. Yeah, I want to travel and I want to do POTA with my 705 over here. The 705 lacks a few things. It lacks an external antenna tuner port, which is standard on a lot of Icom radios. It uses this little plug, which all these parts come with your AX-17 Pro. So they do throw in quite a few parts. And they actually, let me, I'm going to pull off a few things here that I had previously hooked up. Comes with this nifty little plug that goes to an 8-pin modular plug on the unit. This little guy right here is a Bluetooth antenna. So it does put out a Bluetooth signal and you can control it from your phone. If, let's see, let's go back to the other screen. Guys, this is so unscripted. This is, I am just winging it completely. Let's see. Oh, looks 28 people watching this. Very cool. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So if yeah. So you download the manual and there's your manual. It has an app. It's an Android only app and it's all in friggin' Chinese. So anyway, you're kind of screwed for that. I had also downloaded, let me go to here. Nope, that ain't the one. Where was it? Unknown. No, that's not it either. Close all those tabs. Anyway, I found one that was kind of translated in English. Andrew's interested in using this with his 706. This will work beautifully with your 706, my friend. Let's, hell. Let's just go over here and I'm gonna, so we're over here. I got my iPhone. Crap. Got the iPhone over there and So these are the manual up and down buttons, and they also control the Bluetooth and a few other things here. We're gonna use my rig expert here to check SWR. One of the things that I am just not a big fan of so far right now is the fact that I can't get the 705, cannot get the 705 to play nicely with this. So I took over here. All right, let's just do this. All right, I took one of these plugs and put power poles on it, and I hooked up my power pole to a little plug here, and now let's see. Let's see if we can't do this. Wow, I wish I could just stick this thing up here. I wish. I don't have any way to do that. But I do have a way to do it like this. How's that? Any better? We'll just move everything right into here. And then you guys can see everything that's happening. So, hooked this up, built a power pole onto that, and put it on a plug. Bioenno batteries here. Here's my Bioenno. I'm going to use that. And when you plug that in, you have 2 lights that light up on this thing. The red light is, it says, that is the up. That will take you up on the antenna control. The only problem is it only takes you up by these tiny little increments. The blue, the blinking blue means it is not paired with the phone. And when I try to pair it with the iPhone, it says that it's not supported. So, and I don't have an Android, so I'm kind of screwed. So anyway, but that will also move the antenna down. Now, let's see. I have not been able to get this thing to work so far with, let's see. So you could see that. You could see that. What you can't see is my rig expert. So we're going to move this. I made a few marks. I made a 20 meter mark and a 10 meter mark on my antenna. And I want to go to multi-SWR. And as you could see in the, the readings are all over the place right now. Because the antenna is sitting on my desk. But I wanted to show you how this thing works. And what it does is it moves this part here when you start playing with it. You could just see it moving up from here. And I can move that into the 40 meter position. It's still not going to... Alan says, just learn the language. Dude, I can't even speak freaking English right. You want me to learn another language? That's rich. So anyway, I can only do it like this. I should be able to hook it up to the radio and feed it with power from the, there's really no good tuning circuit that throws voltage out, as far as I can see, on the 705. I know it has the capability because I've got a MAT 705, but it's not doing what I want it to do. So you do the other side here, and you could bring the antenna down. Can you see it? So you could bring the antenna down. Now, the one thing that I can do is hold both of them, and it'll close the entire thing up and put it back into its sleep state or its ready to go state. So it does move fairly fast. The mount that I have on the Jeep is freaking awesome. I did it on the rear rack, and I cleared out a nice space, and I've got it all grounded and bonded, and it's bitching. It is bitching. Let's see. What else do we have here? We have 26 people in the house. So anyway, I've been trying to figure out how to get this little guy here, this included plug. At first I hooked it up to this white wire. Yep, where is it? I hooked it up to this plug here, and these two white wires, and I soldered those together. I plugged in the plug, plugged this in, thinking maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna get enough power out that it's gonna drive this. Well, it didn't. And then I tried adding power by one of these. By using the red and the black to one of these, and driving it like that, and keying up the mic. Nope, that ain't working either. So I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know. I figured, you know what, I'd come on here. Maybe one of you smart guys is going to know something. Buy an old Android phone without service, a SIM card. It'll give you a way to... Yeah. I have an old Android phone, but I can't find the damn cord to plug it in and charge it with. It's got some weird older cord that it charges. So go figure. I am missing some meals. Yes. Yeah, you guys can see that. Missing meals. But anyway, let's see. If I go back to camera 1. Actually, let's go back to that one. Let me take my antenna. And slowly and carefully hold that out here. It'll kind of show you where everything is. If I see, it's going to take forever now because I lowered the whole thing. I thought my plate carrier slipped. Yeah, well, it did. Let's see. Let's come into here. Let's go to this screen here. Nope. Nope. We're going back to here. Back to camera 2. As I press the button here, you could see this thing raising, but it is such a pain in the ass. I want to get, I think I'm either going to have to build it unless I could find something in old stock on MFJ. But once I get here, we'll be able to see this mark anytime. Oh, right about there. There's my mark. So there's 10 meters. And let's move that out. Let's switch back to here. 1.62 on 28. Okay. So, nope. You could see my my rig expert down there at the bottom of the screen doing its thing. Come on. Okay, there you go. Now that is where we were about perfectly tuned, and I was off on my tuning. I'm just going to put that back there. And we'll go back to camera 1. Camera 1. There we go. So, that is it. One of us might solve my cord problem. Yeah, if I post the phone details one day. Very old if it isn't a micro mini. USB type. Someday, somehow, yeah, I know. I just hate buying a freaking phone that I'm not gonna use. Somebody gave me that one. And, you know, if I had one that I could at least charge up and use without service, I would be so good with that. But anyway, so that's the whole thing. The screwdriver antenna, guys, what's so cool about the screwdriver antenna is you're actually making the antenna a resonant antenna. You're not using a tuner on your radio. Well, you can't even see the radio. Here. You're not using the tuner on the radio. There it is, 705. Turn the sound down. I want to be able to go do POTA with this, and I want to be able to use the 705. That's why I bought the this AX-17 is because that's what I want to do. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just put that back up. Why not? Screw it. And then you guys can revel in the fact that I have been missing so many meals. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that one off because we don't need it. I don't know what else. What do you guys want to talk about today? Since we're all sitting here, it's barely snowing out. It's kind of clearing up now. Man, I got all kinds of new toys. It's the beginning of the year. And I've bought some stuff. I bought the ATAS 120. I'll do a review on that. Got that at HRO. I got the this AX-17. If I can get this thing to work, I'm gonna do a nice review on it. If I can't get it to work the way I want it to work, I will also do a review on it. I got some new power toys that I'll do some reviews on. A couple of Chinese companies have sent me things to share with you guys. Working on some videos for those right now. And ring start tip key. Does that pin out printed on the side? So the printout over here, let me just disconnect this. So I'm not going to pull everything apart here. I'm going to unplug that because I don't need power to it right now. So anyway, there's tune independent. It doesn't tell me where. It just says up and down, which I've got power to up and down. I just don't have power to I can't power it from the 705. That's so cool. Life and death. Bombard me with all your old Android devices. Oh, very cool. There's cribs out there for 705 to AH4. Wondering if there'd be something you could crib from. I don't know. Because actually, where is it? So this one here. Yep, there's 3 wires here. I have my red wire, which was, I assumed, power. There's a white wire that's buried in here. You guys can't see that. There's a white wire that broke off in here. Well, and then there is the sleeve on there. And I can't figure it out because I'm not an electrical guy. I'm just a normal dude who plays with this stuff. So anyway, there it is, the AX-17 Pro. Not a very big unit. Man, if they had a little bit of what do you call it? English. It is perfect Chinglish. It really is. Let me go back. Oop. We'll put those back up. And yeah, very, very little app support. I downloaded a Chinglish copy of the manual. And it really, and then I went through the Chinese version and did Google Translate. And here, let's go back to here and go to here. Here's a Chinese translation of Chinese, and it makes no more sense translated into Chinglish than it does in Chinese. Right now, I'm kind of up in the air whether to recommend this. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to borrow somebody's 705 or another Icom radio, preferably something that you could take out into the field. And I imagine if I use this this plug here and plug it into the antenna tuner on a like a 706 or something, I assume that you would get the right power and the right settings, and it would just work when you hit the tune. The problem is you really don't have a tuner button to use on the 705. Now I still got to play with it and play with the Yellowcraft 100-watt amp with the tuner and see if I can't do that. I tried interfacing it with the Matte 705, and that was just a failure all around. That didn't work. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. What say you? There's figure 4. There was a lot of things that they haven't done yet with this. And there. So all of these things, man, what a mess of wires I've got here. So anyway, that's what I built today, or that's what I ended up doing, because I figured, okay, I can run power to this, and at least with battery power, I can move the antenna. But it does me no good. I wanted to be able to control with the 705. Can't do that. Bioenno batteries, guys. There's the Bioenno. That thing rocks. That battery is a stud. I've run POTA off of that for several hours off of this battery on the 705 at 10 watts. And I ran it for about an hour with and running the 100-watt Yellowcraft amp off of that. So running both the amp and the radio. And the thing works very, very nicely. You have to supply 13.8 to external tuners on the 705 in general. It shouldn't be a big deal. I just can't figure out how. That's the secret sauce, is if I could figure out how to supply 13.8 to the, well, there's really no tuner. It says that there's a tuner, but it's not, it just doesn't hook up right. I don't know. I do not know. And I don't know if I need to go to power and something else in order to make that happen, the external tuner. But then you have to feed it back to this. And that's where I don't know how to do it. So if anybody has any bright ideas on physically how to do it, I'm all for it. And we're going back here, back to here, and what does it do? Right now, not much. But I can't wait to get that ATAS 120 working in the Jeep. It's very, very stealthy on my Jeep. It doesn't stick out very much. You really wouldn't even notice it. A lot of it is between the back of the Jeep and there's a rack back there, and everything that's around it is all plastic. So it's really not going to have much in the way of near field problems, much like it does when I'm sitting here holding it, trying to tune. I just don't know if I can make the 705 interface. I have searched high and low on YouTube and on the internet, and I haven't found hardly anything. I found one guy from from the UK who did a video. He got it to work with his 706 or 706, I believe, or an Icom 7000 maybe, and then never said how he did it. He got scared of playing with it before, and then somehow he figured it out, and he posted some after video, but never said how he did it. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd share that with you, kind of live and off the cuff, because we haven't been hanging out together for forever. Before we go, I just want to say, hey, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, if you're watching this on the team replay. And like and share the video if you think anybody else might enjoy it. I am trying to get a hold of one of the old MFJ units. I got my feelers out for that. I do a whole bunch of stuff on X and Rumble, so watch for me over there. Let's see. Using a diode block to protect the radio. Someone must sell that power injector. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and that's what the AX-17 does. It is a power injector, and it controls the antenna. It just doesn't do it. Even if I could just make it go up, and just as fast as I could make it go down, make it go up, get it into position, and manually tune, I would be so happy. Yeah. That's all I got, guys. Like the video if you do. I think that's it, guys. I think we're going to call it. We've been on for Lord knows how long. 47 minutes. I think that's long enough. And anyway, hope to see you guys on a regular video. I'm working on some for over here. I'm also working on a bunch of stuff on Rumble. A bunch of the 2A stuff. A bunch of the preparedness stuff. Last week we did power solar generators and battery power on the SIPnet. That was really cool. Had a good time. This week, actually, very short on the SIPnet because it is the Idaho QSO party. And guys, if you haven't done the Idaho QSO party, please try it. We're going to be on all the bands, all the modes, having a good time. Make contacts with those of us here in Idaho. We'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I'm going to be working myself, K6UDA, and I will be working K7MVA, motor vehicle accident. All right, guys, until then, I will catch you guys later. I'm Bob, K6UDA. I'm out of here. 7-3.